is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I have got two little snack size projects from Diamond Art Club to show you today. These are first looks which Diamond Art Club has sent over to me. They were both released in the last few weeks and they are both still available as of the time of filming this if you would like to pick them up. So I have got a Sparkle Pal from the Lion King range of Sparkle Pals that was released a few weeks ago. This is Nala. This is a real snack size project, perfect if you are new to diamond art, maybe for your kids, or just if you fancy a real snack size project. And then I have got Winnie the Pooh mini Dazzles. These are frame ready, as it says. Each one comes on a little canvas with a border, and this is a set of 10, so that's cool because mini Dazzles often come in sets of about 6. So this one you're going to get a little bit more bang for your buck. Okay, so what should I start with? I think this came out first, so I'm going to go with that. Not that it makes much difference. But yeah, let's have a look. So if you haven't seen Sparkle Pals before, they come on a little stand like this. They're designed to be kind of ornamental. And if I open it up, I can show you all the bits that you will receive if you buy this. So taking the protective plastic covering off, it comes like this in a kind of flip style packaging. And you've got how it works here, and there is the full range. Wow, those guys are a lot bigger, aren't they? I mean, obviously they are because they were the adult lions, but I'm assuming that this is to scale and those Sparkle Pals would also be bigger. And then on the bottom part, you've got your kit contents, and if I just pull this out from the staples, we can get stuck right in. I have not watched The Lion King for years. I think the last I saw of it was I actually went to see the musical in Birmingham with some family, but that was going back a long time now. Right, okay, so let's leave that to show you until a bit later. First off, here is the toolkit. This is a pretty standardized toolkit because the only thing that varies in these is the tray size, depending on your kit size. For small snack size projects like this, you're going to get this smaller version of the tray. But everything else is going to be consistent across whatever you buy that comes with a toolkit. So let's take a look at all these bits. So inside you're going to get a roll of baggies. You are going to get a pen which is called a twist and pick applicator pen. That's the name that Diamond Art Club gives it. It's got a nice ergonomic feel to it. It's that little bit thicker than your typical standard kit pens. It's got a 4-placer on one end that's kind of loaded on as standard, but probably not going to come in much use for this particular project. But you've got more than enough wax to keep this pen going for a good long time, so you can use it for other projects too. On this end, if you take the lid off, you will see some of that wax loaded in here. That's this kind of whitish translucent substance. And what you do, as the name suggests, is you twist this end, wax comes to the surface, and then you are ready to pick up your drills. And once you're done with that, once the wax stops picking it up properly, you just twist it some more. Once you've used everything that's in here, you can untwist it the other way and refill it. And they have provided another little pat of that wax here for you to do just that. You can also, if you have other waxes or putties you prefer, put those in there. And then the tray is like so. These are stackable, so if you have a few of them, they will sit nicely on top of each other. The lid slides off like so, and then you have a stopper which comes out once the lid is off. And even though this is, you know, the smaller size tray, it's still not a bad size. It's pretty similar size to the trays Diamond Art Club used to give us. And for small projects like this, I don't know about you, but I do personally prefer to downsize to a smaller tray. Just because I don't like to have masses more drills in my tray than I actually need. 7-placer, you know, same as the 4-placer. It's probably not the project for it, but useful to have. And then you do also have an alternative wax here. This is the original pink wax that Diamond Art Club sent us before this latest round of toolkit upgrades, and people missed it, so they added it back in. So that's everything you're going to get in your toolkit. Next up, we have this little pouch with tips and tricks for your project. And this is actually, it looks like, you know, specifically been done for this particular kit because it has pared it down to a smaller list and tips and tricks for this easier project. Sorry, just had to pause for a moment to ask my son to contain his excitement at his video game because he was getting quite loud and you don't need to hear that. And then on this side, what have we got on the inside here? We have got your kit contents. We have got step-by-step instructions for diamond painting, always useful because you never know when someone's starting their first project. How to use and refill that pen. You've got little badges here for where Diamond Art Club can be found online, their social media presence. Over here, we've got a QR code that will link you to the VIP Facebook group. Just in case you're not aware, because I wasn't until recently, I used to have a QR code scanner app on my phone. I've discovered quite recently, I feel like I'm late to the party, so humour me. But I can just point my camera app at one of these and it will pick it up and give me a link. So, you know, learn something new every day. Over here, you've got more QR codes and these are for a discount. So this particular discount code is valid for the first time you make a purchase on Diamond Art Club's app as opposed to their website. Very important to know you never need to pay full price for Diamond Art Club. There are plenty of introductory offers. You can, if you would like to, make use of one of my affiliate codes. I've got CAT20, which will give you 20% off your first ever purchase, or CAT10, which would give you $10 off, or the equivalent in your local currency. And then there are other codes available as well. And then, you know, even after you've used up all your introductory codes, and if there's no special events on to give you a code, join this Facebook group and you'll find another code that you can use all the time. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual sparkle pal. So it's nicely protected in this little bubble wrap pouch, which I feel like I'm massacring by getting in. So these are the two parts you're going to find. This is the stand. I'm not going to actually press it in because it does go in quite firmly so that, you know, it will stand up properly once you've worked on it. And obviously I don't want to work on it with it like this. But all you're going to do is put this little cutout bit into this space. So it's nice and easy. And here is the sparkle pal itself. This one is such a gorgeously cute snack size project. This is going to be pretty quick to work up. And yeah, that's nice now and again, isn't it? So it's also very simple in terms of symbols and colours. As you can see, we just have the symbols 1, 2 and 3 on here, and they're going to correspond to colours, which I'll get to in a minute. You can find a corner and peel off the plastic cover to get to the sticky bit. There you go. And then you're going to find that all of this is sticky, even though the symbols are spaced out. So you may well want to arm yourself with some sealer before you embark on a project like this. I personally would always seal things like this just because you don't really want to leave all that glue uncovered. It's going to pick up all kinds of dust and fluff and make your little sparkle pal not so sparkly. So yeah, that is one occasion when I would recommend using a sealer. And as you can see, these are arranged more randomly, so that's why the places, the 4 and 7 places aren't going to come in so useful for a project like this. But yeah, looks like it should be really fun to work up. Let's look at the colours that are included. Okay, so we've got 3 colours in this kit. All of them are normal drills, so no special drills to see here. And just to compare them against the actual sparkle pal, symbol number 1 is the one that you've got the most of. That is going all through Nala's body. Symbol number 2 is just on her belly and a little bit on her chest. And then symbol number 3 is just in her ears and on the tip of her tail. So as easy as could be, this one, but no less effective for it. I do like these sparkle pals as an occasional, just really quick to work up project if I fancy, you know, just getting that little completion sense. Okay, so this is the Nala Sparkle Pal. I'm now going to put this away and then I'm going to come back to you with those mini Dazzles. Okay, the next thing I have to show you is these really adorable Winnie the Pooh mini Dazzles. So, as I said, there's a set of 10. We have got all the usual suspects, and they are also listed on the back for what we've actually got. What is it calling one honey? Oh, I guess that's the one where he's drinking from his honey pot. Love it. Okay, the best way to deal with these, I have learnt through wrecking many a pack before, is to rip or cut just a little bit around one side of this hanger And then you should be able to just slide it off. So that way you can put it back on afterwards, which is helpful because the box itself doesn't make it clear which kit it's for. On the back, you've got your kit contents and how it works. And I am going to dive straight in and take a look at these. Okay, that's everything. So this is everything that's included. I'll look at the actual canvases in a little bit, as well as these bits. Toolkit is just going to be exactly the same as the last one we looked at, so we don't need to look at that. Same for this one. This is going to be more or less the same, except it's going to say Mini Dazzles instead of Sparkle Pals. Okay, so here you have got your sticky labels. You may notice on the side that every single colour has the code Z in front of it. That's because Mini Dazzles are all in special drills. Z denotes a fairy dust drill, which is a sort of special glittery drill with mica powder embedded in the top of the drills. This one, they are all fairy dust. Sometimes you get a couple of other kinds of special drills, but the norm is for them to be mostly fairy dust, which is a really nice touch that just sets them apart a little bit from some of the other mini canvases that are out there on the market. And this is perfect for your logbook if you keep one. You've got a little individual sticker for all of them. And then I missed this, there are actually 2 different sheets. Now I wonder if the symbols are the same, because I have had this before where the symbols changed for the 2 different sheets for the different kits. But no, this looks the same. And I guess that makes sense because the one I was thinking of before was the Months of Year kit, and that was one that I had from when they were wrapping the drills individually for each month. Now we're going to get 1 roll of drills for all of them. So yeah, ignore me there. That makes perfect sense. It's just been a little while since I unboxed a Mini Dazzle. Okay, so there are all your 10 images and 28 lovely fairy dust colours in a really nice range of shades there. So let's take a look at them. Okay, these, by the way, are licensed from Disney. Diamond Art Club does hold a licensing contract with Disney, so these are completely legit and adorable. Let's go in and have a look at them. Okay, so all of this writing and stuff you see around the side, that is just going to be on the plastic cover. So once you peel that back and work on your canvas, those are all gone, and that's why they call them frame ready, because you have this border around the edge. So don't worry about that. So let me get this so I can tell you what they're all called as we go through them. So this one is quite simply Pooh. And then of course we have Piglet. I think Piglet's my favourite. This is the one that they called Honey because it's Pooh Bear with his honey. Then we have Eeyore. We've got Tigger. And that was the first one from that pack. So let's move on and look at these. I love that we've got more than one for each character in this set. You know, it's not just the one of each of them and then done. Got a couple of different poses. Okay, so this one is called Eeyore Face. And then we have Pooh Face. Oh, I get it. This second part, they're all face ones. Because then we have Tigger Face. And we have Christopher Robin. Piglet Face. And there we are, we're done. So that is the second set. They are so adorable. Let's take you through the colours. Okay. So, look at these gorgeous fairy dust shades. I say this often, I think they are my favourite kind of special drill because I love how they're quite subtle. They can blend in, but then when you look a bit closer, they just add texture. That's more in a normal painting. Of course, these are full fairy dust. So with that, it's more just that they have this little shimmer, this little extra something, and I feel like it gives a bit of a luxury feel. I also have a real soft spot for brown special drills, as you may know. So these are really, really cute. So So loads of different shades of brown and beige going through. Quite a lot of this one. Look at all those. Really pretty. And then this strip, which is quite a bit longer, this has got all the little teeny tiny bags on that don't have a lot of them in the kit. So we've got some beautiful pink there. Sorry, I'm a bit sweaty. It's very hot here and it keeps sticking on my fingers. Not sure why I felt the need to share that. Shh, cat. Oh dear. Love that nice coral colour too. Here you go. Getting towards the end. And there's the last one, 794, which is a really pretty blue. And I'm just checking, it looks like, I think a lot of these are the newest shape of square drills, because Diamond Art Club has in the past few months started another drill transition. Like this one is definitely the new kind of drills, which have, is it 16 or 15 facets? I can never remember, but they're kind of flatter on top and have a really nice feel to them. Whereas, for example, this one at the end still looks to be, or is it? No, I think I'm wrong. Maybe this one, this might be the 20 facet drills. It's hard to tell because the difference is quite minimal when you're just looking at them like this. And I like that commitment to quality, that even fairly small changes can be made just to improve the product. Okay, so those are all the drills. Now the important question, which is your favorite? Let me spread them all out so you can see. Oops, make sure you're in frame. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's the second set I looked at. And then here we have all the full character ones. Oh, these ones need to go sideways. There you are. They are so adorable. I love them. In terms of actually working on them, I mean, no mini projects like this are ever particularly like advanced in terms of difficulty level because they are small. I'm not seeing a huge amount of confetti. There is detail, of course, because there has to be when you are rendering things at this small of a size. But these all look like they're going to work up pretty quickly, you know, no major surprises. You will find as well, unlike the Sparkle Pals, well actually like the Sparkle Pals, because the patches that had no drills on them did not have glue, but you're going to find the same thing here. So the glue is just confined to the actual diamond painting field, which is just, yeah, it means that you're not going to have to worry too much about sealing unless that's something you personally prefer to do. I never have. I never seal my Diamond Art Club products apart from the things like Sparkle Pals where you have that glue issue. And I have very rarely had drills pop off. And when it has happened, it's been my fault. It's been user error. So there you go. All right, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at these with me. If you have, please consider dropping a like on the video. And if you've not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you stick around. So please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye.